It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where we'll see which conference reigns supreme tonight. The action is only moments away, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 25.
On a spot of land that was once desert, now stands the city of Glendale, and a building filled to the brim with fans, State Farm Stadium. Hi there, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us. You picked a fun one to tune into. I'm Kate Scott, joined by former NFL quarterback Brock Huard, and we've got two quarterbacks here, Brock, who are known for playing a very exciting brand of football. Not just throwing the rock, but taking it themselves, too.
Yep, these are two of the guys who really epitomize the direction that this position's going in the modern NFL.
Yep.
Pocket passers, they'll have their place. They always will. But a lot of teams look to somebody like this as a default. A great passer, but someone who can also mix in plenty of rushing yards and keep that defense honest.
Daniel Carlson ready to get us started. And away we go in Glendale. Here's Greg Dortch with the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So here are the Cardinals now, headed out for their first drive. And they'll be led out by a #1 pick out of Oklahoma. One of the game's better runners, it's Kyler Murray.
One of the beauties of the quarterback position is it's not cookie cutter. QBs come in all different shapes and sizes. Some are 5'10", some are 6'6". Some are better on the run, some are better in the pocket. For Kyler Murray, man, he is at his best when he's playmaking. When his athleticism, that dual threat nature comes to life, that is when he is typically a defense's worst nightmare.
Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Kate, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
That's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Murray on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's a Cardinals first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
New set of downs for him from the 46. A first down carry for Connor. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Makes the connection to James Conner. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Raiders' side of the field.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
The Raiders go a nickel on this 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's Murray. That's caught for the first. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Connor on the inside give. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Jermaine Pratt with the play defensively. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
On 2nd down, a run with Connor. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Murray to throw here on 3rd. It's tipped away, and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
I hate those situations, Kate, as a QB. I'm looking for an open passing lane, and I can't find one anywhere. He thought he had one available. Defense did a better job of knocking it away.
Field goal attempts coming here from Chad Ryland. From the left hash, this will be from 50. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Has this at the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. So here come the Raiders now for their opening drive. They're led out by someone amidst their second act as an NFL QB. He was a second-rounder back in 2013, Geno Smith.
When Geno Smith won Comeback Player of the Year, it was really hard to find another comp. You know, the NFL, we love to always compare and contrast guys from different eras or project them moving forward. But there just were not many stories like Geno Smith, who just waited and persevered a decade in the NFL before he flourished. But what came to life finally was just the arm strength, the accuracy, the playmaking ability that was there at West Virginia, and it just took some time and maybe a little love from Pete Carroll at that time to really elevate his confidence and elevate his game.
Another carry for him. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Tackled on the play by the rookie out of Ole Miss. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Out of the gun. Here's Smith. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
You know, ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge game.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. 58 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Cardinals football. Second drive of the game upcoming for this Arizona offense. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Second and 6 coming up here. Now Murray. Harrison secures this left side. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. They get 13 on the pickup. And it'll be first down, Arizona.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Connor here from the gun. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Jermaine Pratt with the play defensively. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Got his man, that's Zay Jones. And they're gonna haul him down just shy of the 40. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a Cardinals first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Murray here on 1st down. Bails out of the pocket quick. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
These quarterbacks are so good with their clock in their head between the tackles. But you get outside the pocket, and you've got to have that same ability. If you hesitate for a second, the defenses with their speed at this level, they'll find a way to bring you to the ground.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Another try following the sack. Throwing the out route complete. And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Murray. McBride hauls it in. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Trying to run it in, Connor. Scores, touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals stretch their early lead to 9. It's a James Conner touchdown. Made the right read on the RPO inside the red zone, Brock, and things worked out.
And you know what is so key about these RPOs? It's that mesh point. It's the details right there, not immediately giving any indication of what they were going to do, and it created, Kate, the slightest of hesitations for the defense, and that slightest opportunity is all he needed to hit the end zone.
That one splits the uprights. And the Cardinals go up 10-zip here in the 1st. All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Tyreek McAllister now to return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. 2nd drive coming up for the Las Vegas offense. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. First down, Smith to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one doesn't go far.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Blitz coming for Smith. He gets this to Michael Mayer. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Buda Baker bringing that one to an end.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
They just get the play on. And that is how our first quarter will end as that pass falls incomplete. We will not get another play in here. That's going to do it for quarter number 1. It's a 2-score game early. We'll return to State Farm Stadium in just a moment. The Raiders bringing out the punting unit. Greg Dortch back to return for the Cardinals. First punt win 45 yards. This looks considerably further. Takes it in at the 21. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Cardinals and running back James Conner headed back to the field. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And they'll get ready to go on offense. On 1st and 10, it's Murray. Able to find Jones. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Shotgun handoff to Conner. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a first down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
1st and 10, Murray. He's on the move. Now he takes it.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing he woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep him moving forward.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. They'll run the counter into Conner. He finds space for a few yards that time. Jermaine Pratt with the play defensively. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Now Kyler. This will be cut by Conner. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Conner trying the right side, and he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. From the gun, it's Murray. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're ruling him out of bounds. We've got 3rd down.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Throwing here, Murray. Escapes the pocket. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
You know, sometimes, Kate, that pocket could be a lonely place. You're searching and searching for an escape valve, and there's none to be had. That time, nowhere to go, and he was lucky to get back to the line before the defense swarmed him.
So on 4th down now, Blake Gillikin gets the call to punt it away for the Cardinals. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. And no chance at a return. He wisely angled it for the sideline and got it down to the 12 before going out. Now the Raider offense headed back to the field. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
I know I'm nitpicking a little bit here, Kate, But if they could have held off just another second before making contact, they may have driven this QB right into the end zone, and we know what that would have meant. Well, 2 points and a defense ignited.
All right, here we go. Second down. Here's a give up the middle. And he found some running room for a nice gain. So even after 7 yards, still playing from behind, 3rd and 11.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Throwing on 3rd, Smith. He's on the move. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Here comes A.J. Cole back to the field for a punt. Waiting on it deep is Dortch. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Juke the defender. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. Call that a 64-yard punt officially. And they're going to take over possession. Ball at the 33 for first down. Ready to start this drive with Connor. Jukes out a one-stop, and they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
Going to the ground again on first. Runs into traffic and hits a wall. No gain. Stopped by the unmistakable Max Crosby. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Murray setting up to throw. Short pass brought in. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it'll be first down, Arizona. That brings us to the 2-minute warning at Glendale. It's the Cardinals with a 1st and 10. Kyler throwing here. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Here's Murray. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass. That one intended for Trey McBride. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Flushed out, trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts, as they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. Field goal attempts coming here from Chad Ryland. Ball on the right hash, 48 yards out. Badgley able to knock it through. And that will add to their score.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. This return starts at the 5. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Out comes Las Vegas on offense. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score. That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down, well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Sean Murphy bunting in to pick it off. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. But we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock. But how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with the receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch. But same thing for these defenders when they make a pick. They secure the football, sure. But instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
Ryland able to connect on the point after. And the Cardinals push the lead to 20. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick-6. McAllister now to return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Vegas offense getting set for another drive now. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. Now Smith coming off that pick. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They'll go with the option to the right side. And this one does not go far. The Cardinals deciding to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. A.J. Cole on to punt. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And he'll have this fair catch right along the 25. The Cardinals back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. They're out and set, 1st and 10. And up a very comfortable 3 scores. Really no need to try and get anything here before the half. That pass is complete to McBride. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Jermaine Pratt with the play defensively. So after that completion, we've got a player in some visible discomfort. And here come the trainers to get him some help. Second down now, 7 to go. Operating from the gun, here's Murray. That's complete, here's Connor. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field, but they were all over that check down and ready to turn it into a negative play.
Arizona goes ahead and calls its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. And it's a nickel look by the Raiders. Third down coming up. Straight ahead, it's Connor. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Now the Raiders using the last of their timeouts. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. The Cardinals out for the punt. Back deep for the Raiders, Trey Tucker. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Buda Baker bringing that one to an end. So it's halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals out in front. Now we'll send you to our studios in Orlando and Jonathan Coachman for a look around the league with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in a bit. But first, time for our EA Sports Halftime Report. We watched the veteran James Conner put together a very solid first half. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to
All set
tighten
now
up
for the kickoff.
significantly.
Ryland with the honors. McAllister now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Out come the Raiders. They'll have it first to begin the third quarter. And that first half, they just couldn't keep up the pace, but they're going to be the ones setting the pace here to begin this third quarter. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Second down now, 7 to go. From the 29. Into the hands of Tucker, complete. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Sean Murphy-Bunting ranging over for that stop.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
The handoff on 3rd and short. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Las Vegas sends out the punt team. And this is going to be his 4th effort tonight. Begins his return at the 16. And he's brought down before the return gets far. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And it's going to be their football coming up. The Arizona offense ready to get things going again. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Well, Kate, a 2-yard run on first down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule, but you're going to have to pick up the pace.
Second and 8. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Murray on 3rd down. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact. It gets home. But of course, we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
They'll send out the punting unit. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And it'll be Raider football. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Makes a cut to the right sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Smith in the pistol. He'll get this to Tucker. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 31. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it, except for this defense that just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Smith. Dumped off to his running back. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
It's plays like that, Kate, right, wrong, where I sit and judge a defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And the deficit goes from 20 to 17.
I know they love that golf adage, drive for show, putt for dough, but it's awfully nice to drive for show and to have that kind of weapon in your back pocket.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Dortch now to return it. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Arizona offense about set to get going here. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Carry here for Connor. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Murray. McBride hauls it in. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Back to throw, Murray. Into the hands of Michael Wilson. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Here's the give to Connor. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense, and I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
They'll head up first and 10 from the 42. Right back to Connor. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Good rip on first down. That brings up second and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Tossing this out to Connor. Stiff arm success. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
That's what I call a healthy return on investment. You run the toss play, looking for positive yards, looking to move the sticks, and I'm looking for that to be called again.
All set up now for first and 10. Connor on the inside give. And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. Jermaine Pratt with the play defensively. Only gets a yard there to make it second and 9.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Here we go, second and 9. And he's going to be touched down about 3 yards shy of the marker.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
All plays on the table here for third and 3. Kyler looking to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. It's a gain of 4. And that's a Cardinals first down. This is the end of the third quarter. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the fourth quarter. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's first and 10. Connor here from the gun. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. Second down now, 7 to go. It's Connor again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with third down and 6 to go. Shotgun handoff to Connor. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a first and goal.
Ask for a little bit more on that one. Ask that running back to come up with more than he's used to on third down, and he made it look like just another day at the office. I wouldn't expect every conversion to go as smoothly, but he sure made that one look routine.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Trying to run it in. Connor is in for the Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. It's a James Conner touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get able to actually deliver on it.
Ryland now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cardinals make it a 24-point ball game. All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. McAllister now to return. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. The Raiders have their offense back out there. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing is Smith. Dump off caught by his back. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Raiders first.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
Smith on 1st down. And a man is there to knock that away.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, well, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Back to the air. It's Smith. He finds space, middle of the field. And they make the tackle at the 38. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
New set of downs for him at the 38. And again, it's Smith. Got a man, Bowers has it. And they bring him down around the 34.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 34. He's on the move. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. A play fake, now Smith to throw. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Send everybody deep. I know he wants to wait and stretch the field and use his arm. The trouble is, you wait too long, you end up on your back.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. They've got a man in motion. Another try following the sack. Has it at the 7. He has the touchdown. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
Raiders leaving the offense out there. They want to add 2 more to that touchdown. He's throwing for it. Escapes the pocket. And he's in for 2, so don't write him off just yet. I know the chances are slim, but still a small one in this 2-possession game. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Dallas with a return. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Cardinals and this running back headed back out for a new series. And I think we can agree the plan to keep him out of the end zone, it hasn't quite worked so well for this defense, at least not yet. He scored twice, really being the one his group can turn to for a spark or a big play when they've needed it. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Going with Connor here. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. Now it's Connor. And he reaches the 35 before going out. He got 5, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 3.
With all these collisions these running backs take between the tackles, sure nice to get a little crease on the outside, get in that open field, and let these runners do their thing.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. On the give, this is Connor. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
On now comes their punter. Blake Gillikin will kick it away. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. Fair catch, hauled in at the 18-yard line. Time for the Raiders offense to hit the field. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Working quickly here. First and 10 now. Here's Smith. That's taken in by Tucker. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Offense in the hurry up here. 2nd and 3. Has him on the quick hitter. And he has them a first down, which they will tackle on the other side of this 2-minute warning. From the gun, Smith. He just throws this one away. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Out of the gun, here's Smith. Into the hands of Tucker, complete. And they make the tackle at the 38. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first. Need to work as quick as you can here, Brock. 2 timeouts left, down 2 scores. It's first down. Shotgun snap to Smith. Complete here to Bowers. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Raiders first.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
First down, Smith to throw. He finds his running back. Nice work, complete. Scores, touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders can make it a 1-score game as they trim the lead. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Now a big 2-point try coming for these Raiders. Blitz coming for Smith. And this is going to be cut for 2, so some fight left in them. Love it. It is back to a 1-score game. Okay, partner, in that spot, you know you got to go for it there. Make it a 1-score game. How do you come up with a call that works when that defense knows from the start of things that you're going for 2?
Because, Kate, we're talking about practice. Yeah, we're talking about practice. You actually practice those plays, and you come up typically with 2 or 3 2-point conversion plays every single week. You practice them, you rep them, so when it's called like that, you're ready for the moment.
Approaching the final minute here, they need to find a way to defy the odds and get this back. And the Cardinals' hands team secures the football. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. The home teams returning their offense and this running back to the field. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. This is Connor. And he's going to run this down to the 36-yard line. A timeout taken by Vegas. That's its second. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. Running this with Connor. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Now the Raiders using the last of their timeouts. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. The Cardinals working just to kneel out the clock in this victory.
This is situational football at its best. There's still some time left to bleed off the clock, but the really important thing here is you've got to bleed every second of that clock that you can.
A kneel down here, and they can start to celebrate this win. With the win in hand, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
After one final kneel down, partner, and this should do it. So the Cardinals fight to a win here at home. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths, because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? Both.
All of us.
Yeah,
all of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now and that they felt at every major turn throughout the second half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player, and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.